We appreciate you choosing Live at 5. I'm Greg Kerr.
And I'm Tiffany Murphy. Tonight in the KFDM newsroom, we begin with developing news right now. 6 new cases of COVID-19 identified tonight in the Beaumont area. That includes 1 new death. Every state somehow is in their phase of reopening. For some, though, it's not fast enough, but for others, the pace is frightening as the number of coronavirus cases in the U.S. crosses 1.5 million. Here's Elise Preston. Meantime, several summer camps in multiple states, including Pennsylvania, Arizona, Texas, and New York, reportedly say they're preparing to reopen later this year. Greg?
In a few minutes.
Developing tonight, those unable to pay rents could now face evictions. The Texas Supreme Court is allowing those evictions to resume. Now, And Judge Brannick says once state officials give the necessary guidance, the county will work out a way to get people who have lost their jobs or been displaced to fill out an application for rental or mortgage assistance. Meantime, the risks of not having health insurance falling tonight on hundreds of thousands of Texans. Nearly 150,000 Texans are out of a job because of the pandemic. Still to come tonight on Live at 5, thousands of
Central on charge.
Developments tonight in the singular courtroom saga of retired General Michael Flynn. He was the president's first national security advisor, fired after just 24 days on the job, and not long before he pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI. Now the Justice Department wants to dismiss his case, but the presiding judge has some other ideas. Here's Sinclair's investigative reporter, James Rosen.
Thank you for watching KFDM News. We're always here for you. I'm Greg Kerr.
And I'm Tiffany Murphy. Tonight in the KFDM newsroom, our top story. There are now 6 new cases of COVID-19 being reported tonight in the Beaumont area, including 1 death. Now, those numbers losing their jobs during the pandemic, which means they've also lost their health insurance, potentially creating a gap in coverage. Huge medical bills if an emergency were to happen, and a lot of frustrated Texans. Here's KFDM's Joy Addison on the steps you can take to continue being insured. County grand jury indicting a man charged with a hit-and-run crash that killed a man who was on a bicycle. It happened in West. Meantime, another major incident to report this tonight where Grayson County health officials confirmed the first death related to COVID-19. It was a man in his 50s from Denison. Family members tell us he worked at Tyson Foods in Sherman, where multiple employees there say 270 fellow employees have tested positive for COVID-19. Still to come on Live at 5, he's been through a lot, including one of the world's most famous battles. Now, after giving back to his community, he's being honored in a pretty royal way.
Thank you for joining us at 10. I'm Greg Kerr as we continue to social distance.
A jury indicting a man charged with a hit-and-run crash that killed a man on a bicycle. It happened to the community. Tonight, the community of bicyclists in Southeast Texas is paying tribute to Edward Stedman IV and making a plea for a safe coexistence on the road. Here's KFDM's Ian Chris. A Texas woman is now facing charges after authorities say she attacked her boyfriend, who happens to be the former lieutenant governor of Ribs. To Michigan tonight, where thousands there are under evacuation in mid-Michigan after 2 dams and to reopen. One state says they can't, at least without masks. California State Superintendent said that when schools resume, they'll have to have enough masks for all students and staff. It's just one of the many challenges states are facing as they choose to open up again. Here's Sinclair's chief political correspondent, Scott Thuman.